This conversation explores the nature of human energy, consciousness, and the transformative power available through bioenergetic practices. Dr. Sue Morter, an expert in bioenergetic medicine, shares insights about how our thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations are intertwined with vibrational frequencies and how these shape our subjective reality. The discussion also delves into the physiological and energetic bases of well-being, the challenges in integrating spiritual experiences into daily life, and practical methods for awakening to a fuller expression of the self. Dr. Morter explains that everything in the physical world, including our bodies, is compressed energy vibrating at various frequencies. Different aspects of our being, thoughts, emotions, physical matter, display different vibrational states. Thoughts, being more malleable, vibrate at higher frequencies and change rapidly, whereas bones and denser tissues vibrate at more stable, lower frequencies. Our perceived feelings, such as anxiety or fear, are seen as misinterpreted energy patterns, which have been labeled negatively, causing the mind to spin stories that pull us away from a creative and peaceful state. When we learn to experience these energies without judgment and allow them to flow properly through our system, what we previously perceived as fear or anxiety can transform into passion, perseverance, and purposeful action. A significant portion of the discussion concerns the relationship between the mind, subconscious memories, and emotional patterns. Dr. Morter highlights that our subconscious acts as a safety mechanism, storing memories, whether from intense events or repeated minor stresses, which then shape our default reactions to the present. If someone has been a chronic worrier, their subconscious concludes there is good reason to worry, setting a low vibrational baseline that manifests in body and mind. This entrenched wiring can cause people to be reactive, stuck in cycles of fear and survival, often unconsciously limiting opportunities for creative problem-solving and connection. The guest emphasizes that most people identify themselves with their thoughts, stories, and histories, mental constructs that shape their sense of self, but are not the absolute truth of their being. True empowerment arises when a person learns to detach from these stories and anchors themselves instead in the body and breath, allowing energetic flow to dissolve dense patterns. This realignment brings individuals closer to an authentic self that existed prior to life's conditioning, a deeper soulful presence. Such presence vibrates at an alpha brainwave frequency associated with creativity, spaciousness, and calm awareness. Dr. Morter introduces a complex system of consciousness represented by 12 chakra levels, expanding beyond the more commonly known 7. These chakras range from root-based physical consciousness up to the highest states embodying unity with source energy. The first 7 chakras relate to bodily and emotional awareness, identity, and relational truth, while the upper chakras deal with life purpose, soul purpose, and cosmic consciousness. Additional chakras connect deeply to the earth and universal energy fields. Each chakra vibrates at a distinct frequency that influences health, behavior, and spiritual awakening. When energy is blocked at a chakra, corresponding physical symptoms or emotional distress may occur. The conversation highlights the correlation between emotional experiences, energy blockages, and disease states. Unexpressed or suppressed emotions lodge in tissues, creating disruptions that interfere with natural energy flow. These blockages can manifest as allergies, asthma, hormonal imbalances, or chronic pain. Dr. Morter and her father's work in bioenergetic synchronization explores these energetic patterns and their linkage to specific emotional causes, echoing the concepts found in Louise Hay's work on mind-body connections. Stress, trauma, and unresolved feelings contribute to these distortions, which then culminate in various physical and psychological ailments. Dr. Morter recounts a profound personal spiritual awakening through meditation and chanting, where she experienced a transcendental vision of herself as a ray of light, encompassing boundless awareness beyond the physical. This state revealed the illusory nature of ordinary reality as a temporary project, contrasting with the eternal core of her being that was brilliant, whole, and free from limitation. The experience profoundly shifted her life, catalyzing physical healing and a new way of living aligned with this expansive truth. Yet integrating such high-frequency states into daily reality requires building energetic circuitry within the body to sustain and embody these states. An important concept presented is the toric field, an energetic structure shaped like a donut or bagel that surrounds and interpenetrates the body. This living, dynamic field channels source energy from above into the earth and back in a cyclical flow through the body. When undisturbed, it supports optimal health and consciousness. However, distortions caused by emotional wounds force the energy to bypass blockages, creating a wobble that alters one's perception of reality, often negatively. Healing work focuses on restoring the integrity and smooth flow of this toric field, enabling alignment with higher vibrational realities. On a practical note, Dr. Morter connects migraine headaches to disruptions in the flow of energy between the crown chakra and the root chakra. For sufferers, energy attempting to flow downward toward the grounded root often meets rigid blockages due to a lack of presence or being unrooted in the self. This causes an energetic backup in the head, resulting in intense pain. The pattern reflects living in a state of trying to be good, which paradoxically creates disconnection from one's authentic groundedness and generates physical symptoms. Remote healing, as described, involves tuning into a shared energetic field that connects all beings. By raising one's vibration and anchoring in a state of unconditional love, a healer can hold space for the recipient's energy field to realign with a higher frequency template supportive of health and balance. Although separated by distance, this subtle energy can facilitate shifts and releases within the recipient's system. The practice relies on the interconnectedness of consciousness and the capacity to deliberate focus and intention, surpassing physical limitations. Love is presented as the fundamental vibration and creative force underlying all existence. Unlike common notions of conditional or transactional love, embodied love is an unconditional, generative energy present at the core of being. Dr. Morter encourages cultivating a felt sense of this greater love within the body, first before seeking to project or manifest it in the world. Such grounded love magnetizes and harmonizes mind and body, dissolving fear-driven survival patterns and enabling authentic presence. Love is repositioned from a vulnerable commodity to a sovereign power that supports healing, innovation, and transformation. Energy work involves body awareness, breath control, movement, and meditative practices designed to balance and mobilize life force energy through the chakra system. Each chakra benefits from specific physical postures, breath rhythms, and focused attention that help release blockages and restore flow. These practices enable people to shift from reactive, fear-based brainwave patterns to alpha states of spacious calm where creativity and insight can emerge naturally. Cultivating the capacity to drop down from stressing mental activity into embodied love and flow provides a pathway for lasting change. The discussion touches on how beliefs and expectations shape our experiences of the world by creating a mental narrative that influences perception and behavior. Dr. Morter and co-hosts emphasize the importance of developing awareness that these stories are not absolute truths, but mental constructs that can be changed or transcended. Shifting from catastrophizing and black and white thinking to holding space for possibility and nuanced perspectives opens the mind to more adaptive and creative solutions. This realignment correlates with changes in brainwave activity, supporting emotional regulation and resonance with higher energy frequencies. While profound energetic states and spiritual awakenings can be life-changing, integrating these experiences into ordinary existence presents challenges, especially in a world full of external distractions and habitual reactive patterns. Dr. Morter asserts that healing and awakening are not about withdrawal from society, but about learning to navigate shocks and stresses with increased circuitry, meaning greater energetic resilience and more spacious perspective. Cultivating these skills supports individuals in becoming steady creative influences rather than reactive victims of external reality, fostering a broader collective shift in consciousness. Dr. Morter's work includes books, courses, and practices aimed at helping people awaken to their bioenergetic nature. Her upcoming book, The Anatomy of Awakening, scheduled for release in 2026, delves deeper into these topics. Her teachings offer a structured approach to understanding personal energy fields, consciousness layers, and meditative methods to access and embody a fuller experience of the self as both human and multidimensional being. Tools such as guided meditations, breathwork, and chakra exercises are accessible for anyone seeking to explore these dimensions more fully.